Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are... Yeah, he's back. I assure you, my brother has been practicing social distancing his whole life. So we are back to look at the card that has just broken all the formats in half. Modern, legacy, vintage, just wrecking everything. Whatever card you thought was cool out of Ikoria, it doesn't matter because Lurrus is basically the only thing that really matters. And it's completely destroying, every deck that can adopt this is, beating the crap out of everything else.
Is that like a little kitten?
It is a cat. It's Cat Nightmare.
Yeah, but it's got a little kitten there.
There's little kittens right over here. And so if you want to see how Merfolk adapts with Lurrus in today's insane modern metagame, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But before we get into our deck tech, we're going to start thanking our sponsors, starting with the manabase.com, and with articles and videos on Commander, on Standard, Arena content, Modern, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering, and the MTG Mastermind, the coaching program and community where you can get feedback on your decks, your draft picks, your limited sealed pool. Learn from them at the MTG Mastermind. And lastly, Card Hoarder. We're going to thank Card Hoarder for being our sponsor that lets me borrow Lurrus. Sorry, no, I didn't actually borrow. I borrowed Mishra's Bauble, which is just skyrocketing in price. At the time of making this video, Mishra's Bauble this morning was $60. Now it's $68. It's $68, and it's just rising. It's getting crazy. And yesterday it was like $50 before I went to sleep. So Mishra's Bauble is completely losing its mind. And I have a new patron supporting me on Patreon. Thank you all so much for your support supporting Modern Merfolk and great Magic content. So I'd like to welcome new patron Kyle Mullenkamp. Thank you very much for supporting the channel on Patreon. Now, Lurrus is... Okay, so if you don't know, it's a hybrid black-white, and one generic. So 3 mana to cast this. It's a legendary creature. It's a companion. So basically, it's like a commander card, except you can only cast it once. So you cast it, if it dies, it goes to the graveyard, that's it. But the advantage to playing with a companion is that you start the game with an extra card. So any deck that's not playing with a companion, you draw your 7-card hand, you only have 7 cards. If you play with a companion, you get your 7-card hand, plus you've got this 1 card from your sideboard that you can cast whenever you want in the game. The downside is that every companion has some sort of caveat to it. You have to bend your main deck in some way, whether each has a different condition. And the condition for Lurrus, which is not even that big of a deal, is that you can only play with permanent cards with converted mana cost 2 or less in the main deck. In your starting deck. The sideboard can be whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're going to be playing with Lurrus because...
Will tournament judges have to do an extra step of making sure every other card in the deck list fits to this sort of thing?
In deck checks, yes, but a lot of people ask hey, can we get a... Because there are going to be people who screw up in the main deck, they've been cheating the entire time, and cheating, it's probably going to be an accident most of the time, and so you just catch it the same way you would catch any other accidental cheating with well, that was no accident. But if your opponent plays a 3-mana permanent, then you call a judge. But the point is, so Lurrus, we're seeing Burn use this card. We're seeing Delver use this card. We're seeing Grixis Control use this card. We're seeing Jund use this card. And I think we have to use this card. I don't think it is that big of a cost to play it. The only thing is we're going to lose Mirror Regery and Master of Waves. Not that big of a cost. Now, people did bring this card up to me. Nikachu, do we play this card in our deck? And I shrugged it off at first, but there was 2 things that I missed. Now, the first thing, I thought that if I want to cast this by turn 3, we'd have to really warp our mana base. It would have to be 18 white sources somehow. I don't think that's true anymore. I don't think we should try to play this thing on turn 3. I don't think it's necessary. I think it will be a fine card to play on turn 5, 6, 7, or 8. I do not have a mana base to cast Lurrus by turn 3. It's impossible. Sometimes, not reliably. Sometimes we will have the mana by turn 3, but it's just not going to be consistent. It's just not going to be reliable. I only have... I do have Cavernous Souls that I can name Cat or Nightmare, and it just won't cast Merfolk anymore. I think that'll be okay sometimes, if it's like the last land that we play. But for the most part, 4 Wanderwine Hub, 4 Sea Chrome Coast, a Hollow Fountain, and 2 Flooded Strand. 11 white sources, not going to do it. And even if we go to 14 with the Cavern of Souls, still not going to consistently cast this thing by turn 3. So, but we are going to cast it. Like, it is going to get cast eventually. It's a free card in the sideboard. If we get to cast it, great. If we don't, whatever. The option was there. The option was there for Lurrus. Not to mention, Mishra's Bauble is going to help us, dig into some of these white sources. So maybe Mishra's Bauble actually fixes the curve a little bit better than I think it does. So it has lifelink, and during each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. So
do you have to pay for that mana cost, or just come on the battlefield?
No, I'm going to have to cast it. So I'm going to have to likely show a Merfolk card in my hand, but get potentially infinite Silvergill Adepts, more Merfolk Tricksters, more Harbinger of the Tides, more Lord of Atlantis, more Master of the Pearl Trident, and more Coralhelm Commanders, if necessary. So that is going to be the beauty of Lurrus. And honestly, I think with Merfolk, we do want to play this thing on turn 5. We want to put this... we want to be able to play this and then get value on the same turn, and likely that value is going to be in the form of a 2-mana creature. So that's what we're going to do with Lurrus. Now, what the hell are we doing with Mishra's Bauble in this deck? So every Lurrus deck, and why Mishra's Bauble is so expensive, is that you play Lurrus on turn 3, and then you immediately just play Bauble, and then you draw a card. So long as you have Bauble in your graveyard, you are drawing a card you're drawing an extra card every single turn with Lurrus.
Okay.
It's broken. That's basically the deal. Broken. Lurrus is broken.
Wait, you can't bring in Brazen Borrower with this thing at the same time. If you're gonna side him in.
No, I'm allowed. I just can't. It can't be in my main deck. Oh. In my starting deck, it can be in my sideboard. I can. I think I think I understand this correctly. The starting deck. Yeah, your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. If I understand this correctly, I can use this even after I bring in Brazen Bar. We'll find out. We'll find out. I don't have that many things that cost 3 or more. Well, I mean, I'm bringing in I have Damping Sphere here, I guess. So that's anyway. That's the point of Mishra's Bauble. So what are we running for creatures?
The usual suspects?
Not exactly. I mean, I am playing with Coralhelm Commander to make up for the lack of Rejury, and the fact that I'm not running any Horizon lands. So what am I going to do with my lands? Well, we're going to use it to activate the Coralhelm Commander, basically. I think it's a good mana sink, and it will work out very, very well. We're going to run with Merfolk Trickster. We're going to run with Master of the Pearl Trident, Lord of Atlantis, the Silvergill Adept. Those are the usual suspects. I wasn't sure about Harbinger versus Phantasmal Image for more power, but I decided on Harbinger for 2 reasons. First, I need some more creature interaction over Merfolk Trickster. I have Brazen Barber, but it's in the sideboard. So we got Harbinger here, and I think Harbinger is also going to synergize very well with Chalice of the Void. So we play so with a field of mostly Lurrus, I think we want Chalice of the Void because everyone's going to be playing mostly like 1 mana, 2 mana spells, and if we get Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2, the game's over. The game's over. We win. You can draw infinite cards you want with Mishra's Bauble. It's useless. So I think Chalice is going to be very powerful in this metagame. I know there's going to be some decks that are not going to play Lurrus, and Chalice is going to be garbage. That's fine. We can side it out in those matchups, but in all the Lurrus matchups, Chalice is going to be a bomb. It's going to be like one of the best cards we could possibly have in the matchup. Okay, so I'm going to try something cute. Let's try Cozy's Trickster again. Is it Cozy's Trickster's time? So the deal with Cozy's Trickster is it's not good usually because your opponent will just fetch at they'll play their fetch lands last. They'll try to play their fetch lands as late as possible. They have a lot of control over when Cozy's Trickster gets bigger, but a lot of people playing Mishra's Bauble is going to want to manipulate the top of their library with the fetch lands. So they like Mishra's Bauble, and they see there's a bad card, they're going to want to fetch it away on the earlier turns of the game. So I'm hoping I'm hoping Cozy Strixture is going to do something. The safer bet is Benthic Biomancer. You want to play Benthic Biomancer in this slot. But, you know, for the hell of it, let's try Cozy Strixture.
If you're playing with white, you should play with Path to Exile.
Path to Exile still is not very good in our deck, and also it will get nailed on Chalice on 1. I did consider playing Dismember, but I just don't have the room. I mean, Dismember would be good at killing Lurrus. I don't know, it's a tough call. This could be Dismember. But then I go down to 24 creatures, and I feel like I'm really low on the creatures. I'm not sure. I haven't play tested this yet. This could be Dismember. It really could be. Sideboard, Hushbringer. I think Hushbringer is going to be great in this deck. Why do we have a Hushbringer? Because we need some way to deal with humans and Soul Herder. I think this card is just going to destroy them. This card is... You just play this against humans and their deck sucks. I mean, I guess the only thing worthwhile in their deck is Mantis Rider. And aside from that, everything else will do nothing. Reflector Mage, you are trash. Same thing with Thal's Lieutenant and everything else. And Soul Herder also got a good companion. This 5-mana thing that just, like, blinks a bunch of stuff. So when it enters the battlefield, it will not trigger, which means Hushbringer just basically destroys that deck too. Anyway, so Hushbringer, excellent card, I think, in those two big matchups that we're going to have to face from here on out. 1 extra Spreading Seas. I don't think I need more than 3.
5.
I think I'm okay here. I could add 4, but I really wanted an extra Tormod's Crypt. I didn't think 2 was enough. Dredge is a bad matchup, so let's play as many Tormod's Crypts as possible. Why are we running Tormod's Crypt over Relic of Progenitus? Because Lurrus gives us infinite Tormod's Crypts. Every single turn. Crypt, and Crypt. Just Crypt forever. Some more counter spells for any particular matchups that are necessary. Brazen Borrower for the Eldrazi matchup. I hope this is as it works. I can side in Brazen Borrower and still cast Lurrus from sideboard. If not, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I would like to have both.
The programming on this thing is so shoddy, I'm sure it'll get through anyway.
There was a lot of glitches. Glitches. Oko Thief of Crowns wasn't removing abilities in Legacy. Underworld Breach got unbanned in Legacy temporarily. Leonin Arbiter, you couldn't pay for the thing. It just said, if this thing's on the battlefield, you cannot search your library. What else was broken? There was a lot of broken stuff.
That one thing where you tried to change the color of an opponent's land, the card never just worked.
That still doesn't work. So that did not change. That is working as normal as it usually does. Damping Matrix. What are we using Damping Matrix for? Because
Neo.
The Hardened Scales affinity decks are now using Lurrus, and I think the not just Hardened Scales, sorry, not Hardened. I don't even think Hardened Scales is using this. Counters Company, the Devoted Druid decks.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, we're going to see it again. We're probably going to see it again. So anyway, Damping Matrix just shuts that entire deck down, so that's why I'm running Damping Matrix. This deck is sweet. I hope it does well. Let's play in our Modern League.
We won the die roll.
Choose up to 1 companion.
I thought it was me.
I've chosen my companion. Awesome. Hands on playable. Mulligan. Hand sucks. I keep.
Hey, Mulligan. Go to 5.
I guess. I sort of want to keep the Seas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decks that like Seas just doesn't do anything against. So.
Well, Shark Fin this
but
guy.
I do have
Shark Scope.
The Master of the Pearl Trident in this game.
Toss that username in the thing. See what you have against.
Oh. Shark Scope, that's for poker.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what this thing's called.
NJGB1 MTG Goldfish. Also, everyone is brewing right now. Okay. There's nothing. You know what? I guess I'll dump a Harbinger.
Get dumped on.
It's tough. It's tough. I don't know what the right decision is here.
Go to 5.
I'm down on cards, so I sort of want more cards. Well, whatever. Maybe Spreading Seas will help draw into our thing. So whose is this? This is mine. Am I the only one with a companion here? Cozy Trickster, alright. See what you're made out of, Cozy. Don't get too cozy now. Nurturing Peatland. We're getting Stone Thoughtseize me, bro.
That shit.
Probably. Well, maybe. Probably not, though. Or I guess probably.
Don't forget, he thought he knows what you have.
Yes. Oh. Wow. You bricked on this one. Well, here's the great thing. If we ever get Lurrus out. Oh, we can get Lurrus out, too. We're going to play. We can play Spreading Seas again. That's a permanent card. But I'm going to wait on Lurrus, probably. Tarmogoyf. Yeah, the classic... don't... Well, where's your Lurrus? Did you reveal Lurrus? You didn't reveal anything.
Maybe they don't know about it yet.
Our opponent not knowing about it?
News travels slow.
Oh! That's good. So we're going to... We're going to be ready with Lurrus next turn. Because I can just play the Bauble and then... I can play the Bauble from the graveyard easily. So what are we going to do here? Probably attack with the Silver Gill Adapt. It's a pretty good bet.
This Cozy Trickster is only when your opponent shuffles the deck.
Oh, hold on. Do you know what? I'm not gonna... I don't want to cast and use this because then Tarmogoyf gets bigger. That would be stupid. Yeah, there will be a block. I'm gonna look at my opponent's top of the deck. They have Fatal Push. It does suck, but...
Lurrus will help.
Lurrus will help. I guess I'm going to hide the Wanderwine Hub for now. Ideally, I really want to play Lurrus plus a Spreading Seas or something. Lightning Bolt. That is... Look at that. It's already eating up removal. Not bad. So they have a fetch land in hand they want to play. Gotcha. I think they're setting up a Bloodbraid Elf. Well, we might as well play Lurrus. And then get value. I mean, it's going to be worth a ton of cards. And against specifically this sort of matchup, where's my... Oh. Okay, let's pay the white. And let's play our Mishra's Bauble. Let's get more information about opponent's deck. Ah! Bloodbraid Elf, that sucks.
Cascading into garbage. Drawing a card.
They have to kill this thing. Yeah, they're not even going to take a chance. Ooh. This card won't be too bad, I don't think. Okay, so let's play a Chalice on 1.
Get dunked on.
I could play it on 2. No, I don't want to play it on 2. It'll destroy me more than it'll destroy them.
Yeah, you don't got a Cavern or Vial.
Let's play a Coral Helm Commander, I guess. Is that the best thing to do?
And then you can pump it up big time.
It's actually the better card here. You know what? Let's play this thing. Because this thing doesn't have evasion. I think the last thing I want to play is the Coral Helm Commander. Unfortunately, our opponent already played like a lot of 1-mana cards.
It's fine, he has more.
So they have Bloodbraid Elf in hand. Oops. They have Bloodbraid Elf in hand. Uh-oh, that's big. It's a big Papa Tarmogoyf.
Harbinger can bounce.
Yes, Harbinger can.
Tormod Script. Oh wait, no, it's in the sideboard.
Yes. Okay, so we'll just play Coral Helm Commander. You know what? Just play this out. Let's make this as big as possible. Then we're going to start flying over next turn. They're choked on mana. Choked on something. I mean, they don't have the 4th land for Bloodbraid Elf. Hopefully they just Bloodbraid Elf into, like, I don't know, Bolt.
Just pure trash.
We do have the Harbinger for the Tarmogoyf, so I mean, we can take a big hit, but we can crack back for a lot.
He's already almost halfway dead. You still got full 20.
Our opponent did not want to buy Lurrus and Mishra's Baubles, it seems. 1 mana spell. Oh yeah!
That's beautiful.
It's not even supposed to be good against like traditional Jund, but we're gonna take it. And do you want to attack with 2 creatures? It will backfire very badly. Yes, you only want to attack with... Yeah, I can block. That's right, that works, right? Yeah, it's a 3/3 creature pumped up by my lord. Thank you. Delicious! Your delicious pizza.
Ciao, boys.
Yeah. Got another Bauble. And this Bauble's gonna make Tarmogoyfs big. What else do you have? Blackleaf Cliffs. That seems like a pretty crappy thing to draw. Alright, fly like the wind. Never in my wildest dreams I thought I'd start playing with Mishra's Bauble in my Merfolk deck.
It's good.
Scavenging Ooze. It's probably not going to be enough. They've got, what, 3 green sources? This actually deals them damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. Cozy Stricture is going to be late to the party. Actually, I can't even play Cozy Stricture because of the Chalice on 1. Not a good draw. But whatever.
Pass. You have to be unblocking. That's right. He's empty-handed.
Do I play Harbinger here?
Yeah, he's empty-handed.
Yeah, but I don't bounce anything. So I attack with 2 things. Ooze can become a 4/4. This is a 4/4. No, I'm just going to attack in the air. We're going to keep attacking. Oh, okay, we can play the Cozy Strixter. That's nice. Nice draw. Now, next turn, maybe we can go for the win. Because I can now maybe go wide between the Cozy Strixter Harbinger and the Master of the Pearl Trident. I'm going to start eating my creatures.
Won't be enough. This lag is atrocious.
I know! And I don't know what's caused it recently. Like, I don't know what it is, but I have to, I gotta change things.
You should just get a dedicated Windows laptop.
No, if it's gonna be, I don't want to have a laptop and have a blazingly loud fan. I'm just gonna get a Windows piece, just an actual
Buy a Threadripper.
computer. Alright, so...
10 grand on a Threadripper. For Magic.
Of course, if they draw fetch lands here, they're not... Well, they can crack this Nurturing Peatland at any moment. We are totally not... Well, okay, they can... Why do they even concede? You can, like, draw Abrupt Decay. Or is that your only Abrupt Decay? Okay. What to do against Jund? For sure, we're going to side in... Spreading Seas.
Yeah.
Brazen Borrower. Maybe Tormod's Crypt? Maybe not.
Hey, go. Goifs hate it.
So is this gonna work? Well, so we're gonna find out if this still works, even if I have Brazen Borrower in my deck.
It has that red border around it. Now it does?
No! So if I want Brazen Borrower, I can't play with Lurrus? Oh, that is tough. That's a tough... This is not an Ensnaring Bridge matchup, but it is a Plague Engineer matchup. And this also is value.
Pure value.
Well, so much for all that wording. Legal mumbo jumbo.
Okay, so we're on the draw, so I want...
Mean deck my ears.
Okay, we're going to take out some mana sources. So it just literally means the starting deck. What else do I have? This is it? Oh, this is rough. Display card. I want card view. I hate list view. That might change my future deck building decisions. we need Brazen Borrower. We really do need it against those stupid bridge matchups, or we're just gonna lose. So we need some bounce spell. And I'm not gonna play. I'm not playing Echoing Truth. We're not going back there. I'm not. You know, I left that a long time ago. I guess we just played Deprive. Deprive's not bad. No, but I have Chalice of the Void in this here too. Chalice sucks in this matchup.
Hey.
Let's
It
play.
soaked up that one bolt.
Who cares? I have Tormod's Crypt instead of something respectable. How many 1-drops does this deck play? So I'm just thinking, do I add some Force Negations instead of Chalice of the Void? Or maybe I just say to hell with Lurrus.
Bye, Lurrus.
Okay, I don't know what's right. Lurrus is probably worth too much value to pass up, so we'll keep it. Keep it around.
Master of Waves should be a companion card.
This is not a good hand.
Pretty great, actually.
Well, I'll keep it because we do have a Spreading Seas, but...
Which we'll get.
And the Mishra's
They
Bauble.
mollied. They mollied to 5.
That's great.
Go to 4.
That's exactly what we need.
4.
Remember, I will prolong playing Cavern of Souls as long as possible so that we can... I mean, maybe we'll just go Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2, and then the game is going to be over.
Well, you'll get 1 Chalice. Because he's going to Thoughtseize your ass.
No, they didn't. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. So we can manipulate the top of our library here. How does this work? Look at the top. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. So I can do this at the end of my turn. Sorry, at the end of their turn. And you can get the white source. This is going to be Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, pay that life.
It is Tarmogoyf.
Very small.
It can get bigger. So do I want to crack this now? I don't really need to know what's on top of my library, to be honest.
We'll see what's on top of his.
Okay, what if there's a creature? Should I draw it? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Lord of Atlantis? Okay, I'll draw that. Wonder would have not bad. So maybe I'll fetch for an island here so I don't take so much damage. Damage could be important. No, I should actually cast this. I need to cast this Cavernous Souls on Merfolk because I have double Chalice of the Void.
Just get them jellies out.
I'm thinking of playing Spreading Seas first to prevent Liliana of the Veil on turn 3. Then I can play Chalice on 1. Then I can play Chalice on 2. And then
Game
we
over.
stabilize. Is that how we're going to do it?
Game over, man. Game over.
Okay, I'll get a Hallowed Fountain. I don't know how much this is going to matter, but I'll show the...
They'll know what's coming. This has just been a card drawing machine. See another one.
That's great. So I'll attempt to go Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2.
Every time Chalice blocks a card from being cast, it should draw you a card.
That would be absurd. If a card is countered in this way, draw a card. I mean, how much better do you want this card to be?
Come on, Wizards, hire me.
That's the classic commentary we haven't heard out of you in a very, very long time. Let's see. Okay, they're mulligan to 5, so... Yeah, they do have another land, though.
Good damage.
Okay, nothing happens. Now they can totally Kolaghan's Command this thing. I guess I'm not going to play the Mutavault because I'm going to want to play double blue spells in the future. So we'll just go Chalice on 1, then pass. Hopefully there's no Kolaghan's Command here. Can't grow the Tarmogoyf by much because there's already Mishra's Bauble in the graveyard. So the idea is if I go Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2, there's not that many removal spells for the Lurrus. Oh, we might see a K command.
All is dust.
Or just Abrupt K, that's not the worst.
Well,
I'll
the second one will get blocked.
I might still play Chalice on 2, because the deck is mostly 2-drops.
And you got the Cavern now, so...
Yes, I've got the Cavern Mirror Breaker. But they still have Abrupt Game. Maybe I should just play it still. Chalice on 1.
Nah, 2 shuts off most of his deck.
Because they were concerned about this. They would have just let... I do know what, I'll play Chalice on 1. If this wasn't a problem, they wouldn't have actually burned an Abrupt Decay on this. Unless they just wanted an extra point of damage.
Maybe. I'm not thinking that deep.
Thinking deep is not your... That's not what you're here for. Okay, so... Let's start baiting removal. If there is removal, hopefully they use it on the Lord of Atlantis. That's the plan. And then the Trickster will most definitely connect with the Tarmogoyf. Would be interesting is if they play Bloodbraid Elf, because that would be a very interesting... Because if they like go Bloodbraid Elf into, say, I don't know, what's it called? Another Tarmogoyf. Suddenly it's a game again, you know?
You brought the Crypts in, yeah?
I didn't bring the Crypt in.
Oh,
It only hits one side, doesn't hit both sides, so like my graveyard still feeds the Tarmogoyf and the Scavenging Ooze. Okay, I think it's Lurrus time. Yeah, I think it's Lurrus time.
Wait, what does Lurrus do for Chalice? Since Chalice is XX.
You know what? There's a really weird rule that says X can't be greater than 1. So even though I barely have white sources, this is not turning out so bad.
So that means you could cast it.
No, I can't because it's double X. I have to pay 2 mana. I'm not allowed to pay more than 1 on X. Well, actually, I don't know how it might work exactly with Chalice of the Void. I think I can attack with Lord of Atlantis. I think I should have attacked first.
Well, I can't bolt you.
Nope. No bolts. Actually, you know what? I should have Mishra's Bauble my opponent and then attacked. Because I need as many blockers as possible when I... Liliana of the Veil. Okay, that's okay. That will be fine. I can sacrifice the Lord of Atlantis. Ooh, well, I'm not going after Chalice of the Void. Okay. I guess they were saving it the entire time. But we are... Okay.
Failed to find.
Yeah, we sided some of those islands out. Okay, they're going to play Liliana of the Veil.
Shadows to the train. Probably here.
So I still draw a card off the Bauble. I mean, my hand is gas. You know, we can't complain. The hand is just super gas. They didn't even pay a colorless here, which means there's like nothing that our trickster can... That was a mistake. They should pay with this and at least bluff... what's it called? Bluff some sort of interaction, like Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, but now they actually can't bluff anything, because the only removal spell they could possibly have is a Lightning Bolt, and we can counter that.
Sorry, Goif.
Yeah, goodbye, Goif. Bye-bye. Bye.
You can feed yourself now.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to play a Coral Helm Commander and then take it straight to the top. Then it'll play around Anger the Gods and stuff like that.
Are you a god? Value, value, value.
Also, I mean, I know we got Lightning Bolt covered, but just in case Lightning Bolt could kill it, through like Assassin's Trophy to Lightning Bolt, we've got that covered too.
Anger the Gods.
Are we attacking for the win next turn? We might.
So one card in hand.
Something close. Let's say I play a
Lord!
Oh, Lord is enough. Let's see, I have a Lord, so this is going to be 4, 8, 13, yeah?
Good game.
It was a good game for one of us. So, like, it was just disgusting. The Lurrus into Mishra's Baubles, absolutely disgusting. Like, I mean, that's card advantage the Jund is not prepared to face. I mean, this is why Lurrus is going to get snap banned. Oh, I should tell everyone, do not buy into any of these cards. Like, Lurrus is going to get banned. It may not even last a week. I don't know how long Lurrus is going to last, but it's going to completely wipe out these decks. I understand our opponent mulliganed to 5, but I still... Look how many more cards I have over my opponent. I got this Coral Helm Commander, Master of the Pearl Trident, Cozy's Trickster, Lord of Atlantis. I got everything. I have so many extra cards over my opponent. It's Lurrus or bust. But that is our game for today. Lurrus is the future of Modern for a very, very short future. And even in Merfolk, it's just going to rip people apart. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank the Metabase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother, playing Merfolk in Modern.